In this video, I show how I used Claude AI to redesign my online business to better fit my life as a dad and a business owner. Welcome to the One Person Show episode 32. I'm Samuli Jeskanen, and in this show I'm building a one-person online business in public using educational content, AI tools, Skool and meta ads. This is for entrepreneurs, coaches and experts who want to build an online business around their expertise without a team. And you can also join my free The One Person Business School community where I show how my one-person online business works, and I also post weekly updates here, and the link is below this video. So past few days I have been using Claude AI basically redesign my business structure. And one thing about Claude is different than, for example, ChatGPT, that it has this kind of built-in skill, I think, that when you just ramble a lot of stuff, like everything what is bugging you on your mind, it can really well structure your thought process after that. And for me currently, because I have these two, this One Person Show School community and this free The One Person Business community, and I have been adding just a lot of stuff on these communities, and I just wanted to basically now analyze the situation and is this now going in the right direction. And I do this maybe once or twice in a month because it really helps me to keep on track what I want to do on my business. And at least for me, I have constantly new ideas where I want to go, what I want to build, what I want to do. Do I want to start a new business? Constantly these new ideas, and basically I need this kind of sparring at least once a month so I can keep on track and really build what really matters. So I just want to show in this video how I do this. So basically, because I use Claude now, this is my main AI that I use. Of course, I use also ChatGPT, but Claude has been much better for me. It's much better, I think, for building things, and also I use a lot this Cloud desktop app currently, and for example Cowork and also Cloud Code, and because it really helps me build things, but it's also I think best AI for creating content, for example short form scripts and things like that. But it's a great this kind of business sparring partner. So I started this kind of questions like that: do you see anything on my business, and also how I could get more free time so that I really would be making more basically money from that time. And if you use what you know about me, what I should do more to get more cash flow to my business and also have more free time to rest, because I'm currently a dad for 2 young daughters and building these things, and basically I am responsible of that I start to make too much things, but because I'm passionate on that way that I just want to build things, but also I think I need that kind of little bit this kind of guardrails, basically, that I don't go too much too much off from my path that I really want to make, but because it's just my mind, I just want to build a lot of things. So I wanted to basically ask Claude to help me to gather my thoughts and things, and then it's started to give me ideas, and one more thing was that I was already thinking about, should I even create a third community for all my AI content. And then we started basically talking that, as you can see here, and what is great that it automatically creates this kind of 1, 2, 3 options, basically it just automatically start this structuring everything. And we basically talk back and forth all my thoughts that I had. Then, for example, in the middle, I also like to share my like business data with Claude, so it can have real numbers that how business is currently working and things like that. But main point of this is that, for example, here I started to ramble a lot, as you can see, and then it will make this kind of like like statements. So like there is a lot in here. So let me try to separate the strands, because I think you're mixing three different questions that each have different answers, and it's like it's it really helped me basically like organize my thoughts, because I can now just ramble away everything, little things that I have on my head, and this then the Claude basically like make this kind of very well written list and organize my thoughts into like basically these kind of sections. And after that, when I read this basically output, I basically understand myself a lot better, and also can then make better decisions if this make any sense. But this has been a very good process, and I just want all of you to, if you want to try this kind of thing, that just ramble out also your other problems in your life, not just your business problems, because it can really well like to find solutions. So for example, that you have also time to spend with your family, for example, and even like build your business even faster than before. So use these AI tools, because they're very good, like because they can handle like basically tens of thousands like different uh, inputs that you give them, and then combine them, and that is very hard for any like human to basically do, or it at least it will take time. And of course they don't, for example, Claude isn't perfect, it will give you like very stupid ideas also, but at least for me, because I then see that what is basically a good idea and what is not. But in the end, this very, very long conversation, as you can see here, we go back and forth a lot. And then I just went very like all about like pricing and what kind of prices I should use to, for example, to get to these different goals and targets that I have set to my shelves and things like that. And eventually that whole thing about me thinking about like building, for example, like a third community actually went so that I probably now just give in the one person show these my like basically premium level members all my AI stuff, like add that onto my premium level. And I think that here in the one person business free community, I think I basically I think I even remove here this premium tier altogether, and probably give this build your business AI business brain like completely free, basically as like another lead magnet. And then I probably put all my like these cloud cowork workflows inside my one person show. And I'm really thinking about that I change my pricing structure again and try to make this one subscription work, because it was a because I tried this before, if you haven't been seeing these videos, and it kind of failed. But I think I try it again, and now I put the free trial option, and I just make this one pricing, this $17.97 as a start, and hopefully now with free trial and also like a lot of like AI content added here, hopefully that will start to convert well, and it would make my business so much simpler, because I really want to just uh, provide value and help people on my communities. And I think that I want this to be simplest as possible. So basically this free community would add like a lead magnet, and I also share here this free stuff and hope that people then join this one person show. And I leave this one-time payment meta ads for Skool online course here, and I think it's now fits better maybe in this these other modules here. And because this the one person show is of course my main business, at least for currently, because this is all like paid members here, and I really like to help people with their video problems, but I also want to start helping them with like this kind of automated cloud co-work workflows, for example, because these really help me so much. But I really try this way to like not like use it this kind of basically like this kind of business sparring partner, but also like tell it all everything else that is currently wrong with your life, and it can basically find that kind of solution that you get all your problems in that same that basically this one solution that will get all your problems then solved. And of course that would be awesome thing for many of us. But this was very eye-opening again, but I just wanted to tell you that how you can use Claude AI to really go deep on, just use like one chat and just really go deep about everything. So as you can see, this is still just one chat where we are talking about just how my business and life strategy basically. And I just push also Claude that for different pricing and how to do things and this kind of things, and like push back also if something doesn't feel right, that the solutions that it will give you, if those don't feel right, of course just push back and tell it also that this doesn't sound good, and it will try to find another solutions. But now that's about it, and I now show my current numbers where we are currently. And in the one person show there is now 223 members. The MRR went over 1,500, so this is awesome news. And here are the current cash flow, $714 in this month. So basically we are about the same currently because it's 17th day today. So let's see how that will go. And current conversion rate has been again pretty similar. So this is really interesting to see when I open the free trial what will happen on this. And that's about it. I think I actually forget to update my monthly tracker here, so maybe I can actually just update here. So currently I have made, by the way, here in the report now 2 different sections. So OPS just means one person show ads, and I have spent there 622 euros, so I will put that here, and I think it was $714 that was my Skool net cash flow, and this was, so again still pretty much breaking even. And by the way, this was one thing that led to me this big Claude conversation, was that even though this is basically break even and I'm like slightly growing, and I was basically happy for this situation, but when I ran the numbers, basically this grow will stop for if I run it this way, like maybe in 350 members or something like that, because the churn rate will drop people off, and this kind of ad spend will bring some people in like now, but it will basically stay in some point. Of course this or all organic traffic of course isn't included. That basically this would be a very nice place to be if I would have like 2 years to make this grow, but I wanted to grow faster. So that is also the reason why I want to increase my pricing. And also I think still that the tiers isn't very good option for conversion, even though it's now kind working, but still, because I analyzed so many of those different Skool communities, and basically over 90% of those are just Skool communities that are working well have only like one subscription pricing. So that's why I want to try it again, but now with the free trial option. And here are the current ads and how they are running. Oh, by the way, I need to show this free community growth because this is pretty insane. So now we have spent this much, but as you can see here, 173 members. So this is pretty pretty good. And so let's make that here like this. So this has been growing super fast, and also I have been raising in the discovery ladder. Like I have now raised like over 2,000 positions after when I started running ads. So in these, how many days? I have in 8 days I only have been running ads, and basically I have gotten like 130 members. So pretty good. So let's see how this also goes. But yes, I think that's about it. And now I'm going next to publish the AI modules in the one person show and make again new about page video and text to fit these new offerings here, and then open the free trial for the one person show. So that's about it. And if you want to join any of my communities, the links are below this video. And I will put the next episode link right here when that is ready. Hope you enjoyed this episode and hopefully see you on the next one. Bye bye.